Yesterday we spoke about Bartimaeus and how he made Jesus stand still. And what happens next is Jesus calls Bartimaeus to him. What Bartimaeus does is, in verse 50, he throws aside his garment. You see, as a beggar, okay, his garment identified or showed people who he was. His garment was an identification for the people that this man is a beggar. Now, the very fact he throws off his garment to come to Jesus is a declaration of faith. He could have gone to Jesus with the beggarly garment. He could have gone to Jesus seeking pity and mercy from Jesus. He could have gone to Jesus seeking Jesus to give him some money, his physical need, his temporary need. He could have gone to Jesus to seek compassion from Jesus. Many a times we go to Jesus just for our temporary needs. But Bartimaeus, by faith, throws off his garment even before seeing his miracle. That means he is telling Jesus, by that act of his, he's declaring that I don't want to live this past life. I don't want to live this beggarly life. I don't want to live this blind life. I want change. You see, by throwing off his garment, he was declaring that he needed change. Not just that, but he was declaring that no more am I going to be identified with that identity. No more will I be identified as a beggar. No more will I be identified as a blind beggar. I'm going to, by faith, move into a new identity. He had not yet seen a miracle, but yet he declares what he's going to be seeing in the days to come, what he's going to be seeing, the transformation that he's going to be experiencing from henceforth. Today I want to tell you, just like blind Bartimaeus, it's time to throw off those garments that we are wearing, the garment of pain, the garment of self-pity, the garment of poverty, the garment of lack. It's time to throw off those garments and begin to live today what God is going to be doing in the days to come. It's time to live today what God is going to be doing in the times to come. That's what faith is. Faith is living in a great expectation of what God is going to be doing, is in the hope of the unseen things, knowing that God is going to be doing it, the assurance of things hoped for. Bartimaeus had the assurance that Jesus is going to work a miracle. He had the assurance that he's no more going to live that life, that beggarly blind life. Today I want to tell you, it's time to move in assurance of what God is going to be doing in the days to come in your life. It's time to live today what God is going to be doing tomorrow. It's time to put off those garments of poverty. It's time to put off those garments of depression. It's time to put off those garments of pain and lack. It's time to put off those garments of bitterness and unforgiveness. It's time to put off those garments of sickness and disease and live by faith what God is going to be doing in the days to come. You see, Bartimaeus heard the voice of Jesus. He heard the people tell him, he is calling you. The moment he got that word, he decided to throw off that garment. I want to tell you, the moment you receive that word from heaven, the moment you receive the Rhema word from Jesus, it's time to change. It's time to throw off those garments. It's time to make your decision. It's time to choose to live the life that God wants to give you. I believe faith is the assurance of things hoped for. I hope to see God work miracles. I hope to see things work in my life. And what happens is we begin to see it in reality. We may not see it right now, but in the days to come, you will see it. Bartimaeus saw it. He saw it. He received the word, threw off his garment, went to Jesus, and he saw his miracle. Would you be the same kind of a person that's willing to make a choice not to live by what you are going through, but to live by what God is going to be doing in the days to come? Now, are you willing to make that choice not to live by your present situation, but to make a choice to live by what God is going to be doing in the days to come? God is going to be doing amazing things for those who call on Him. Amazing things for those who are desperate for Him. Are you one of them? Are you one of them that chooses to live by faith? Live today what you see God is going to be doing tomorrow. God bless you.